I'm a great believer in the ability of courts to innovate.
If the institution of justice is going to be relevant and if it is going to survive undamaged, then you have to continuously reform it from within.
We need to change the approach in pretty well all of our courts, be innovative. I think there's the appetite for it, but we've got to get it right.
The Centre for Justice Innovation's Better Courts programme works from the ground up to create courts that are fairer and do more to cut crime.
This conference is about court reform and how we can make courts better.
We've brought a group of 100 really exciting, inspirational court practitioners together. That's judges, magistrates, lawyers, social workers, researchers.
We know from the evidence base that courts can reduce crime. This conference is really bringing together a group of practitioners, all with that same vision, to share practice, share evidence, and share a vision of the future.
Every place I go, procedural fairness and legitimacy is on the tip of everyone's tongue.
I'm going to go over just some of the key components. Make sure they have a voice. Let them know that they're going to have an opportunity to speak, to tell their story. Help them perceive that the court system is neutral. Explain the law. Help them understand the process and what is expected of them. It is critical that they understand the consequences and especially respect.
Recent research actually shows that when you treat people fairly and with attention to procedural justice, not only is it more likely that they will comply with the law, but they are more likely to invest in the communities that they live in, shop there, vote, engage with the state, and engage with their fellow citizens. It makes the world a better place.
For many years we've been saying we've got the best criminal justice system in the world, and there are certainly some good aspects to it. But if you look at vulnerable victims and witnesses, you see another side of the coin. Many of them don't have the confidence to come forward, so they don't even access our criminal justice system. When they do, they're not treated in a way which they find appropriate, and it's an experience they'd never repeat. We need to have a fundamental rethink about how we deal with victims and witnesses, and particularly vulnerable individuals going through the process.
The people who come before the criminal justice system are the people who are causing problems in the community. They are people who we need to support if we want to have safer communities.
There are many kinds of problem-solving courts, but they all seek to get to grips with the issues that bring people into the justice system.
Drug courts are for people who are in and out of prison all the time. I've been doing it for years because I've had drug addiction for years, and it's deep-seated. I have a multi-agency team of drug workers, social workers and medical people who are all there to give intensive support.
Children's offending flows from a wide range of complex social, communication and mental health needs, which welfare services are not always able to address fully, and it results in children falling into the justice system.
It's the job of society to try and create decent social animals of us, and if you have a troubled 14-year-old, what could be a greater achievement than turning that 14-year-old into an untroubled, normal, ordinary, law-abiding, civilised adult?
If you've got an addiction, you've got the chance of losing your children. Your children are going to be taken away because you can't care for them properly. I can't imagine a more difficult place to be.
The Family Drug and Alcohol Court is an extremely intensive, supportive programme, but this is about whether you can retain or recover the care of your child. They have to engage with all the services that we provide, and there is no hiding place.
The biggest barrier to court innovation is our lack of imagination. We need to constantly think about how we can do things better.
We've seen in the last 5 years money has been scarce, but the lack of money means that people are thinking about, well, how do we do things differently?
The modern contemporary judge has to be proactive and find contemporary solutions and look at the bigger picture.
If we are going to move our justice system forward and really impact our communities in the way that we say we want to, we're going to have to muster every agency, every body, every form of government is going to have to become a part of this process.